men were made like they were
made for all these sexual things.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're here for the first time, I am Florence K. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you like what you see and decide to join the family by clicking on the subscribe button right there on the screen. And today I am here with my precious friends. This is
why do you say precious? We're precious
like,
though, but
like
yeah,
we're
my name
gems.
is Faith.
and this is
Sonia.
yeah, so my friends. And today we're going to be answering questions that I asked you guys to send me questions on Instagram, and some of you did. Some of you did, and we'll be answering those questions today. We're having this beautiful meal that was prepared by both of them. It's a seafood boil and some extras on the side. If you want to see more about the ingredients, how this was prepared and everything, go to Faith's Instagram page, which I will definitely be linking down in the description box by God's grace. Without further ado, let's just get right into the video. So the first question says, why is it that the people you like never like you back?
The streets are cold, you guys. Listen.
To be honest, streets are tough, and that's just on period.
Exactly, and moreover, I don't think you like everybody. So the person you like may not like you.
But I think that
have you told the person though?
exactly,
Because I feel like sometimes people are just like, oh, this person doesn't like me back. But does the person know that you like them?
especially
Or
when
you're
it's
just
like,
assuming that they should know?
yeah, especially when it's like a relationship kind of,
Like it.
like not just like a random person.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're liking someone and you don't make your feelings known,
That the streets are tough. But if it's a
Exactly.
situation where you have actually not told the person, then maybe try and make the move, but don't say I sent you.
Exactly.
You know what
how,
I mean?
how does the person want to know that you like the person, right? Except you go and tell them and they say they don't love you. Sorry.
yeah,
Take
but
heart.
I actually feel like first of all, you should actually make the effort to go ahead and tell the person that, oh yeah, I fancy you. No, don't use that word. No, no.
What are you fancy?
Alright. Just gonna tell the person that, oh, I like you, and just get to know the person's reply. I mean, you may never know, they might actually like you back, but because you guys have never had that conversation, you guys are still in the assuming era. It said, the question says, what plans are you making now to make sure you're in a better position in life in the next 10 years? That's like a very hefty question. That's a very
For this video.
that's a very
I'm
big
just trying
question.
to eat food and
So Faith, what do you have to say? What are your what plans are you making to make sure that you're in a better position in your life in the next 10 years?
I don't know. I feel like for me, right, like I've not really thought about like the next 10 years, like where I specifically want to be, but I know like what I want my future in general to look like. So I don't necessarily have like a huge like 5-year plan, but I try to do things every day that sort of contribute to that plan. Like, okay, I try to think like today, what am I doing in terms of my business to like contribute to that plan, or what am I doing in my I don't know, ministry, my academics, whatever area of life, my finances as well. So yeah, that's it for me.
To be very honest, I just feel like I don't want to sound like, oh, this one has no plans, but it might sound weird to people. I actually know like what I'm not certain of where I want to be in the next 10 years. Some people might find that foolish, some people might say, that's okay. It's the fact that I don't actually know what exactly I want, where I want to be in the next 10 years. 5 years is kind of like better, but 10 years is a long time. So for 5 years, I'll probably say, like, what I'm doing towards that's actually building discipline, understanding that I have to discipline the kind of person. There's this phase that I've been seeing recently. They say that the woman you want to be is on the other side of your discipline. Do you understand? Like, the more you discipline yourself, the more you kind of like align yourself with like what you're supposed to do. Because I can actually understand what my purpose is in life right now. I can understand what I'm supposed to do, what field or whatever I'm supposed to be doing. But because I'm not disciplined enough, knowing is not going to take me to that place. I have to put the work. So, another question. This question is kind of like very broad, and I feel like each of us can actually relate to it. But the person said, how is uni treating you? How do you cope with life, uni, maybe your business or whatever you're doing? Like, how do you time manage? How do you wing time management? Because I don't even think anybody gets time management right. I feel like you just wing time management until it is profitable to you. But yeah, so the person is asking, how is uni treating you? I will start first. First of all, uni is punching me in every side of my being. Uni is like punching me, but we move. And I'm just winging it. I can't even say anything. Like doing YouTube, school, having a job, still trying to have like a social life. And because the reason why I say still trying to have, because I don't really like place priority on social life, because man, that one it will happen, it will happen. But still trying to prioritize social life and also make sure like the people that are in my life don't feel like they're neglected or whatever. It's just winging. I don't even have a plan. I don't even know how to do anything. I'm just winging it, basically. I feel like everybody is winging it. Some people might seem like they have their life all settled, but do you really? I don't know if anybody, I don't know.
To be honest, me, I did not. I don't think anybody has it all together. Some people do, but me, at least me, I don't have it all together. And as Florence said, you just keep winging it till one day you're going to get it right. Because time management, we are not there yet, but Jesus will take us there. You see this time management of it? But at the end of the day, still discipline, right? If you're able to discipline yourself and try to set goals for yourself and try to plan, I feel like you'll be able to do everything at the same time, because it's not easy. Everything just hits you bars. Before you're trying to stand up, get yourself. Another one is pushing you. It's not easy. Go to school, work, do your business. I feel like social life is 0.
So another question is, would you quit your career for your partner in the name of growing together? Yeah?
Sorry, but like, who is growing in this case? Like, is it that you're quitting your job too and we're trying to start something else together where we can grow together? Because who's growing? Like, I don't know. For me, I know obviously like people are different, and there are people who like it's not a problem for them to not want to work, and that's okay, right? Like some people would rather be stay-at-home moms or stay-at-home dads, and that's fine, right? But for me, like I want to have a career or like a business mostly. So will you quit your career? I'm guessing career here too can mean like business, right? Yeah. And all that, right? Which in that case, like I don't know. To be honest, I feel like the only person that can tell me to quit my career and I'll do it is Jesus. Because, but like...
For your partner though.
For my partner, why are you quitting?
I don't understand the part that it says growing together. Like
exactly.
That's big. Yeah, how is me quitting my job for you making us grow together? Do you understand? So like,
Maybe
Let's
you
say
guys
that-
have like a
let's say that-
company, building a company together.
Well,
That's what I'm saying, it's
let's say like
different.
moving. Like you quit your job here
Okay.
and you move all the way
And it's
across.
both of us that will be quitting our job now in that case.
No, you're moving to meet him. Maybe you do like he left and went to another town to build life.
That's different. Like,
To
I
start
don't
a
think
new
that's...
job.
Exactly.
But in that sense, what will you do
If my...
if your partner moves to somewhere else to start a new job and it's like, oh, beckoning on you to come? It's telling you that, oh, come over, let's build a life here. So you have to quit your job.
But we'll find job for me now.
I feel like in that case, right, like it really depends. Like I feel like it's a conversation we need to have. Like, are there opportunities for me there? Like, so we have to compare the
But
two
you're
places
open to the
for us.
conversation.
Yeah, I'm open to the
Why not?
conversation for
It's
sure.
not like, oh no,
Like-
I'm not quitting anything.
No, I can definitely see myself moving to where my husband
Exactly.
lives. If it's a conversation we just need to have, like, where do you think would be optimal for both of us at the same time to grow individually and to also grow as a family, right?
Pay attention to what she said. She said husband, okay?
Yeah. Base is shaking some tables, but I
Would
didn't,
you move
know,
for your boyfriend?
Why will
I
I
want
move
for my boyfriend. That's
Please,
madness.
they are long
I
distance
don't care.
relationship and we
I
can
said what I
survive.
said.
Another question is, what do you feel about how the church handles dressing for women versus men? But you guys did like that, did you? What? How do you feel?
I feel like it can seem. I say this with caution, but I feel like it does feel one-sided a lot of the times. Like I don't think wait, no, I have to think about that. I think it does seem one-sided a lot of the times, but then at the same time, I'm not giving an excuse for the church, but at the same time, I can sort of see where they are coming from. Because, and the reason I say that is because I feel like it's harder, like I feel like it's easier for girls to dress indecently than for guys. Like, guys are literally
what I
wearing
was about
shirt
to
and
say.
trouser.
Because when you guys
If you
use
want,
to
what do you
sag
want
the trouser,
to
you
do?
just
Sag.
like that's the end.
You want to sag or you want to, what else
It's
you
too
want
tight.
to do?
Maybe it's too tight, and you
It's
can
too tight and you
see
can't
the-
breathe. You know, you can see the biceps and triceps, or what is that what they call
And
it?
yeah, and you sometimes the pants are too tight. Like you can
Yeah. Honestly, guys hardly dress indecently. So I see where the church comes from sometimes, right? It's like, what is the most pressing issue? Do you get, like, if you had two issues and one was more pressing, like one was more in your face, it was happening more frequently, you will seem to talk about that more than the other one. So I definitely see where they are coming from, to be honest. I feel like the church, like, totally... Sorry.
Something happened here. I'm so sorry.
No worries.
I think
What
you
did you-
what they said.
I feel like the church, like, totally, like, it doesn't say anything at all, which
About the guys?
about the guys, which I feel like, yeah, there are still some guys that dress indecently, but I also see why they put more pressure on girls than
girls.
guys. That's my opinion.
Yeah, this person is going to say the topic of sexual sin, and now it's not really discussed as a woman's problem.
Sorry, I don't
You know
understand.
the way, like in church, I think just going back to the church again. You know the way in church they mostly say like men are sexual beings. Like the way a man, the way a man.
Yeah,
I don't know how
like
to explain.
men,
I can't say it because I don't know.
The
They're
way
like-
men were made, like they were.
made for all these sexual things.
That came out wrong.
They were made for sexual things. I don't die. May your man not be made for sexual things. Guys, so we're filming and we didn't realize that the stuff stopped recording. And we said a lot of stuff. We said
Let me not talk. Before people come for me.
You better.
We said a lot of stuff that right now I don't even know if our brain will go back and bring those things, but we're gonna continue from where we stopped. I've been eating since let me not lie. Do you guys want to repeat the answer to that?
Is
The
that where we
sexual
stopped?
sin,
Yeah.
yeah. Why is it discussed for like a woman thing? Like, you know, she now said that men are
Sexual beings.
Yeah, so we're just saying like how
sexual things.
yeah, the idea is that people always think, or they have this notion that men are sexual beings, just the same way people say, oh, men have like ego. There's this thing called a man's ego. Let's not even get into that because that's just absolute trash. But yeah,
So you don't believe a man has like they are like
no, absolutely not. Like,
men have ego.
yeah, when I
That's-
hear that, like, people use it to give excuses for men, right? So
For
they'll
their
say,
nasty
oh,
behavior.
yeah, they'll say, oh, that's like, no, that's not bad. Now that's just a normal thing. It's just their ego. Are you like, everyone has like some sort of pride, and the Holy Spirit is meant to be working on you to, you know, to get rid of that. So it's not something you should be saying, oh, it's a part of me. This is how I was
this
made.
is how I
I just
am.
have this
It's
ego.
not how you are.
It's not like that. So don't come at me
Even
telling
if that's
me
how
that.
you are, you're supposed to be changing.
Yeah, so
You
I
understand?
don't believe that this thing that, oh, men, and what we're also saying is how it also relates to when men cheat, and then they'll say, oh,
It's okay for us. That men are polygamous in nature.
that
Not that women are not polygamous in nature.
yeah, or
Who
they'll-
told you?
it's very annoying, guys.
The
but
thing is that all I'll say
yeah.
is this: like, you don't know because you're not like you can't say this is collected, like this is general for women because you don't know. There are women that are actual like extremely sexual beings. Like they'll just see a man now and start lusting, which
Yeah.
and a guy you're just wearing. You just know where guys are comfortable. Like it's a normal thing for a guy to be shirtless
Shirtless.
in some places, right? But a girl now that is really sexual will start or is battling with that kind of thing, that kind of like, will I say lust or whatever. We'll see you now. You have made a commission. That seems to tell the girls.
Yeah.
So-
no. Oh, sorry. Continue.
I just feel basically what I just feel is
Oh my
everybody-
god, I can't.
only
Sorry.
only an individual knows exactly what how do I say how they are.
No, just is that it also boils back to how the society sees these things and how it used to be in those days where women are not meant to have like sexual desires. You're just meant to do what your husband says. So it's not really talked about that, oh, women actually have sexual desires, but they're like, oh, fulfill your husband. What of the woman?
Okay, the question is, do you feel or should you feel pressure to be in a relationship? And is it okay if you don't feel the pressure, the need to be in a relationship?
I feel like you should not be pressured, obviously. Like, that's the obvious answer.
Do you think you should be worried about not being in a relationship? Like, yeah, like a certain age.
I don't think so either. Like, I just feel like, I mean, society has already defined like what ages people should be getting married, like what is decided as what is defined like as an acceptable age that people should get married or do things in general, right? But I don't think there's anything wrong, and it might be hard for me to say, right? I'm not yet at that age in my life where I'm feeling like so much pressure to get married, or people are telling me you're too old and everything. But at the end of the day, you have to think and you have to realize that these are actually the standards of men, right? And I'm sorry to bring God into this again, but it's not the standard of God. And
I mean,
if
don't
God,
be sorry, please. That's the way of
if God is like your, like, God has like a plan for your life, right? The fact that you're not getting married at 25 or something does not mean that, you know, God is absolutely like wicked to you or anything. It's just your life path. Everyone has a different life path, so I don't think it's something you should necessarily be worried about or anything like that. I do know though that sometimes as well you have to think about yourself. Like you might not even be ready. You might not be ready for a relationship. So why are you pushing it? Do you get? Yeah. So I feel like the short answer to this question is do not feel pressured into relationships. Like
because all your friends are in relationship.
Or even if not,
Honestly,
yes, I'm just saying that's
like,
another story.
This is
because it's hard.
This boils down to every single part in life. There's a time like someone said something to me and made me feel, not about marriage, but just made me feel like, oh my God, I must be slacking in this part of my life because of like, the person was like, oh, what's going on with you? What are you doing now? And I was just like, the fact that I'm still trying to figure that out, that's all right. Like, I had to go back to my Bible, like, and read like Ecclesiastics that talked about like time and season, and I was seeing it like I just got this whole mindset that you don't expect this like certain fruits that come out in certain seasons to come out in another fruit season. Do you understand? Like they might be planted at the same time, but there are some of them that are like harvested at the same time or harvested at a different time, even though they were planted at the same time. So we might be the same age, we might be in the same field, we might be doing the same thing, but this is your time, sis. Enjoy it, bro. Enjoy it. Don't come and put it on me, because most times you find even young people like you putting pressure on you. Not even talking about marriage or relationship, talking about life in general, life decisions. Like they want you to have figured out. Oh, some people are just like, you have to have figured out
your life by 25.
Your life by 25 or something like that. I'm just like, please calm down. You know, let me tell you something, eh? Relationship, except you're going into relationships to just have fun and come outside, which I don't think is a normal thing for you to do. I don't support that. I feel like if you're going into a relationship with intentions, with actual proper intentions. So you cannot just be getting into a relationship because, oh my God, everyone is in a relationship, or someone is saying that I have to be in a relationship. Are you ready? So guys, we actually tried to like answer all the questions and also film, but the gadgets are messing us up today. They just keep going off and we don't notice, and it's just affecting us. But I hope that the questions we've answered so far are helpful to you guys. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share this video. Please comment what your views are on the certain things we talked about, and see you guys in my next one. Okay, bye.